Look. 900 block of whispering pine. Well, I grew up and seen the hustle, then I stuck to the grind. Most city forever, ride by, see the signs, and we ain't snitching on crimes. Karma coming due time. Hunters, Glenda, Quail, Green, rolling by switching lanes. They been to Houston in a minute, but it's running in my veins. Girl, run until run, niggas swinging they bang. Bad bitches getting flipped, now she belongs to the gang. And all the old heads still keep it fresh with jeans on starch. No matter where you at, it's still free, Dre and D-March. Bring them niggas home, it's been too long, but fuck the system. Since them niggas left, things change and we miss them. Rest in paradise to all the fallen H-Town G's. Big Hog, DJ Screw, the Fat Pan and Pimp C. No matter where I'm at, I'ma still throw up my age. Break my wrist with the most so niggas know what I say. We was all kings and queens, had all the shiny things, somehow our history lost. Now we must find a way back to the promised land, so give me my freedom at any cost. Come to my city and pay your respect where we started this drip, yeah, we started the sauce. The way we rock reels in the color of gold in our teeth, how we shine, you can tell that we floss. Watch, nigga, I'ma take my time, and I'ma push the grind. Going hard as hell, even if I fail, I'ma get mine. Like candy, I'm getting some now and some later. I wave middle fingers to haters, cause I know they only doing their job, and it's just my duty to go and be greater. Player 1, y'all niggas know who the greatest. 2, your shit is whack, it's the lamest. 3, most of your homies be haters. 4, I don't give a fuck about haters. Fuck 'em. And no, I ain't trying to be famous. Man, these niggas lie to be famous. Damn. Man, these niggas die to be famous. Shit. This game is so dirty and dangerous. These little dudes can't hold me back. Uncle Sammy still owe me stacks. You ain't real if you ain't show me facts. Nigga, I been trill, you can't show me that. I got a master plan with the mastermind, and with the faster grind, I'm going after mine. And I'm trying to take over in half the time. Get rich, now watch me pass it down. To all of my friends and my family members who kept it real, fuck the pretenders. Lock in my circle with the best offenders. It's my Futurama, I'm like Fry and Bender. I heard your music, boy, that shit is useless. Man, that shit is stupid, boy, return the sender. Giving the business to anyone hating on me, it don't matter what race or what gender. Look, hood nigga pharmacies, they call it a crime for selling a dime. And now a nigga gotta do time. How we gonna reach the top of mountains? They ain't letting us climb. Unless the sports doing music, they ain't letting us shine. Scoring to get swarmed with storms. If he blackborn, clap for him. If he acts norm with the platform, they want me a slave, but I'm singing Jeremy crack corn. Haters wanna front on me, but I'm keeping my back to 'em. 1, y'all niggas know who the greatest. 2, your shit is whack, it's the lamest. 3, most of your homies be haters. 4, I don't give a fuck about haters. Fuck 'em. And no, I ain't trying to be famous. Man, these niggas lie to be famous. Damn. Man, these niggas die to be famous. Shit. This game is so dirty and dangerous.
No, I've been gone for a minute. My mama say I ain't been calling enough, but I swear I've been busy. Just know I'm a different breed. As long as I'm breathing, you're never gonna need it. I beat the beat up, but you know I repeat it. They say I'm conceited, I think I'm a genius. I came from that dirt when I swear I'm the cleanest. Get rest, I be waking up guilty. My lady, she laid all my cases, still pinning. Swear I be stacking the same way. I'm a spinning city on my back, repetitious infinity. I used to serve out affinities. Work out you dancing like Billie Jean. Hop in the Hellcat and it's really mean. All that shit that you rap, but I really see. Keyboard nigga on cap, gotta pay no mind. Bad little shorty and she on mine. And no, she not average. She gon' fuck like a savage. Fuck living lavish. I'm missing my nigga Travis. You should pull up between business. Need to script all this pain I've been feeling. Yeah.
I guess I never understood love. Honestly, I don't know what I'm scared of. The thought of me putting someone else above, protecting a girl through anything like a glove. I feel I'm up for the challenge. I feel like that's something that I can manage. See, when you got a good woman, you a hard-working man. It's imperative that you find a balance. Look, I come from a single-parent household, trying to figure out how to pay the house note. Mama single, trying to get out mo. Every couple months, pops trying a new thought ho. Then I see my dad every other weekend. He made sure I had a play day while he freaking. When I wanted fun, he would always sleep in with a bitch in his bed, though I never peeked in. When shit got nasty like a box of wheat thins, he made sure I was close to my sister and kin. It's a known fact, if you look at the stats, a child with 2 parents do better than 1. And I can't stress when it comes to success that the trauma affects the whole life when they're young. Raised different, I was taught tough love. I was taught how to survive. I apologize for the times you cried, and it ain't no excuse, I'm just telling you why.
Why do we hurt the ones that we supposed to love?
Yes, sir. Chat.
Why do we hurt the ones that we supposed to love? I said, why do we
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes,
Kinda hard
sir.
to
Yes,
say
sir. What's going down, everybody? This is episode 10 of season 2 of the Don't Cancel Me podcast. I am the one and only Vino Flight, and I got my boy, the man, the myth, the legend, one of the funniest motherfuckers you'll ever see, coming through with the Astro Space City Edition hat, with the shades on their ass. We here on this marvelous Friday. My dog Peachy Perfect. What's going down, baby?
What's going on, man? What's going on, man? You
know what it is.
make me feel like I done something,
brother.
You making me feel like I done been places,
brother. You have,
but maybe you've been to those places that I haven't been yet.
Woo! Hey, hold on now. Hold on.
And maybe you were sent here. But maybe you were sent to the bin to get me to the now.
Ooh. We starting early, Lord. We starting early.
That's all I got to do.
We starting early. I love it. What's going down, man? How was your week, brother?
Oh, shoot, man. I actually forgot what happened this week. If you ask me, it's been a blur. Man. It's been just like your background. Blur.
It's a blur.
Just a blur. I don't know what happened. I don't know when I worked, when I got off.
Oh, man.
But I'm here now, man. Nah, it was a good week, bro. It went by fast, so ready to get into the weekend now.
Yes, hey, bro. Tired, dog. All of this moving we've been doing, moving at work, moving at home. I'm just tired of moving. I am tired. Ready to be fought.
Man, who likes moving? Look, I just discovered coming to this house what it was like for the first time in my life to have movers. Nigga, it was incredible.
Mm-hmm. Listen.
This is better than lawnmowing people. This is better than the carpet cleaning people. The painters. Yeah, boy. Look, man, when you have movers, you really ain't gotta do nothing. I mean, but you gotta pick up a little stuff to make it seem like you're helping. You can't just sit there like a spoiled brat and not just do anything. Just sit at the table.
So check this out, bro. When we moved to Dallas, we didn't get movers. Like, we was like, no, we saving money, you know, because we had a lot going on. So we was like just trying to save money. We got the U-Haul. I got a couple of my friends to help us move things from our apartment. And we on the 3rd floor over there. And we moved to the 4th floor over here.
Okay.
Well, we got this huge ass sectional. Easy to take down and bring down from the apartment in Oklahoma. But for some reason, this couch, they said, the apartment, first off, they said they had a freight elevator. It was a regular ass elevator. There was nothing freight about it. There was no packages that you could bring up there. Like, it was small as shit. So we couldn't bring the couch on the elevator. We had to bring that bitch up 4 flights of stairs and like push it over rails and then have to finesse it into the apartment, dog. And as soon as we brought that couch in there, me and Kate looked at each other and he's like, yeah, next time we move, we getting moving. We ain't doing this. Like, yeah. That's when I realized the importance of movers. And guess what? By golly gee, we getting movers on Monday. They are coming to take care of everything. Isn't God good? Let me go ahead and clap it up for myself. Isn't God good? Doesn't God just show you, you know, you think you could do it on your own, but sometimes, you know, you have to go through that because God ain't gonna just show you the lesson right then and there. He wants you to go through it so you can see that what you need is Him. And sometimes He got to give you that sign. You got to go through those trials.
Give it to you.
You got to go through those trials and tribulations in order to find the answer to come out. So you know what I'm saying? Once again, I'm gonna go ahead and clap it up for myself on that.
That was Thank you, Reverend. Reverend Flight.
Hey, you know I do what I can, man. But
that's a fly Reverend name.
Reverend Flight. That would be kind of crazy.
That is lit though.
That would be kind of crazy. That would be kind of crazy though. All right, so tell me. We was talking a little bit off air. About, I guess you had like a situation at Starbucks or something?
Man, you know, I felt like a hero today.
Oh shit. What happened, dog?
So this kind of put me behind today to go to Starbucks, and I get in that, you know, it's like 3-4 people. I should be able to go through pretty quick. And I get to the one before the window. I mean, before the order machine, And so I'm not tripping. I mean, I just got my head down, and I can't see. His truck is so big, I can't see what's ahead of him.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking that we're in line because something's happening up front.
Right.
So I'm just sitting there on my phone, watching YouTube videos or some Skip Bayless and them, just watching YouTube videos, and I know that I see a white lady, that worked in the store. And she was walking down talking to each car. I was like, oh, they must have like a power outage or something. Well, when she finally get to me, she tells me that, oh, the guy in front of you, first of all, she really insulted my intelligence, because she was like, well, obviously you probably know because he's right here in front of you, but his car is not working. So we're trying to think of the best way that we can get him out of here. So I said, don't worry, ma'am. I help.
That's how you said it?
Yeah, I was like, don't worry, man.
Well, it sounds like a superhero.
Yeah, that was the goal. So I was like, so I'm sitting there chilling, and I thought what I thought she told me was that she was okay. She said, all right, perfect. Thank you. I'm going to go in there because I think I'm going to have to help too. I remember her exactly saying that. I think I'm going to have to help too. Yeah, man, you going to get out here. This is your store, not mine. They pay you. I don't get paid. Anyways, the more I'm telling this story from a different angle. I'm mad now. So that's what I thought she told me, that she was gonna be back and let me know when it was okay to go proceed to help the guy in front of me.
Right.
Well, I guess when we came up with the plan together, she had to go tell each and every car. So I was waiting on her to come back, because I thought we was doing this together. Thought we was like, no, that's not. I didn't sign up to push it by myself. You said I might have to get out there and help. Yeah, you will. And that's what I said after that. So I was waiting on her to get back. But when she was talking to all the cars, this other superhero showed up. He was like, don't worry, ma'am. I'll come and help. She said, okay, well, we're just trying to. No, we shall not wait. We're going to do it now.
We shall not wait.
I'm on the phone in the car. I see him walk up, start pushing the truck on one hand. I had no shoes on. I said, man, you're not about to show me up. I jumped out the truck and I went and I put my one hand on the truck. Now we both pushing it with one hand. We go both. Yeah, and he gonna look at me and he gonna say, this is easier than I thought it was. I say, yeah, with the two of us, this is no problem.
You have to make sure he knew that you was helping, you was doing something.
Yeah, you're not gonna get all the credit. So I turn back, and we get him parked. He's like, "Thank you, guys. I don't know what I would have done with. What's your names again?" Nah, man, I ain't gonna go that far with it. But I gotta make up superhero names. Gotta make up superhero name and pushing the truck. Hi. Push a trucker. Oh, no. That's such a stupid superhero name.
Push a trucker. Oh my God.
You stopped on the freeway? You better call push a trucker. I feel like push a trucker gotta have some women. Gotta call push a trucker. At ease.
Oh my gosh, dog.
That's actually a great superhero to push cars off the freeway.
For what? All right, what is going to be the need? Like during traffic or something?
Right, that'll be less traffic.
So he always.
If we had push a trucker in the shining night watching over our freeways.
So push a truck is always going to be available from the hours of 7 to 9 and 5 to 7. He always gonna be available from 7 to 9 and 5 to 7 or 8.
His shift start at 5.
5.
He need to run a freeway check, make sure there ain't no nails, all the tires out the way. He need to go
5 a.m. or p.m.
A.m. 5 a.m.
So he need to do that. So basically he need to do like a pre-freeway check.
Right.
Before each shift. Or so like 5 a.m.
Before and after, at the end of the shift.
Okay. So at 5 a.m., he do that. Then so basically he working from 5 a.m. to 10 a.m. Then he can go to lunch, do whatever he need to do. Then come back at around 3 p.m. to get ready for rush hour.
It's such a great superhero role model for the kids, so they can know what clocking in and out is like. Because that's real life.
This is true. So
Peter Parker just takes off his Spider-Man suit, go take pictures of himself. This nigga was taking selfies before all of us.
He was. This is true. That's funny.
Spider-Man been taking selfies since the 60s.
He has. He was taking selfies before anybody knew what a selfie was. So you did that.
I'm in the chat. She said school bus hours.
Yeah, he gotta be there for them. You know,
that's why his shift starts early.
That's why it starts early. You gotta make sure that the kids get to school on time and make sure that they safe. You know, you don't want anything harnessing their ability to get to school.
Yeah, I feel like he would come down. You know, I got it, and
I feel
like he got one of those.
Oh, push a trucker, man!
Hang on, boys. It's gonna be a fast ride. Hang on tight there.
So would he be the reason for school buses to have a seatbelt?
What, for a push a trucker?
Yeah, because if you just push them, remember, you know, they ain't got no seatbelt on the school bus.
Hey, so man.
Push them.
The job is to get you off the freeway. I don't care how you end up.
God damn. So he ain't really that. He don't really care.
I mean, he's one of them, you know, he's one of them kind of like the boys.
Yeah. They don't, yeah. Okay. So Push the Truck kind of gunner. So he got, so Push the Truck, he got his own theme song. And the theme song is performed by three women that are in like some 70s type gowns with the mic stands and everything.
Pusha.
And he works from 5 to 10 and 3 to 8. He got to prep, make sure the freeways is good, and he just pushes cars and trucks around to get people to their destinations quicker.
When they like stall out on the freeway.
Yeah,
he's there to
his services are only when you stall out.
Right.
Got you.
Yeah.
Probably go ahead and, you know, draft up something and send it to Marvel. See what they say.
Yeah, 20 years from now, Push a Trucker.
Push a Trucker.
Being shown at Comic-Con.
That shit'd be crazy. If I ever see that shit.
You know where it came from.
You know where it came from because ain't nobody else thinking of shit like that.
And I bet they're going to have a theme song too. Push a
What you think?
Oh, sorry.
You think them kids would be hella excited?
But they be racing home after school. I'll put kids back in front of the TV, man.
You would, because because kids doing way too much now. Like what I've realized is that these kids nowadays ain't really have the privilege to grow up like we did. We had some great memories as kids, but we also did some questionable things now that I think about it. Older. Like, for example, like what was the phenomenon behind taking a pen and scratching that mug on the desk and then burning people with it? Like, that's just harmful. Like, that shit used to hurt.
Crazy, bro. Then nigga try to hit you. You be in like you be in class. You know what I'm saying? You be erasing something. You know, when you erasing your elbow out, that's when they get you when you erasing.
Mm-hmm.
No real nigga erase like this.
No,
nobody erase.
Because when you erase, you gotta erase with purpose. You don't want that stuff to be shown. Like, you don't want any type of evidence of a wrong answer. You gotta erase
and what you do when you really want to have a clean paper, you really gotta get down and you get the scrubbing, and then what you do? and give it that like that final 3 wipes, and you ready to go.
But that's when
brand new.
But that's when they catch you. That's when they catch you. It's like, oh, I can't wait.
You know, you used to have some pencils that had really good erasers, and then some was like really bad erasers. Because you know, I always hated them erasers that's all they were. They were made to be erasers. Those little pink things.
Oh yeah.
Like they serve no other purpose. Okay,
just erase.
Yeah, I could never erase with it because it's always wiggling in my hand. And I hated that. I'm trying to like you know. I don't know if you never had the wiggle. Maybe
No, I
I don't know. Maybe you started using it.
I know what you're talking about.
It's a little sturdier.
Nah,
I know there's somebody out there.
I know what you're talking about. It's just the like you. It's once again, it's something you ain't really think about when you say wiggle, and I'm just like, oh, that bitch used to just. Do all
so
that
hard
shit.
to erase.
It was so hard to just.
You used to take the paper with you. You had to hold the paper down so you can get a good.
But then don't let it be that super cheap paper, because if you really trying to erase, it's gonna rip the paper.
Now you gotta start all over.
Tough. It was cold world out there.
Cold world, man.
Cold world the time back in the day, man.
Dude, man. Now thinking where we at now. I got my iPad with a doggone pencil, and I write on it and take notes. And if I want to erase them, I double tap the pencil.
Crazy how far we come.
How far we've come.
But what are some other dumb things we did as kids that don't really make sense today?
Like did or
like did or
had.
Or had, like, yeah. Did, had, like, made.
Do you know how stupid a pager was? Now I know we didn't have pagers as kids.
Got a page to call somebody?
Sure, let me make sure my memory serves me correct on what a pager was.
Okay. So
if I want to sound so old school. If I wanted to page you, right? I'm going to send a message from my electronic device to your electronic device.
So was it no, hold on. Now this is where it gets kind of in between. Okay. So now you had your pagers, and then later on, this is when the phenomenon of text messaging came in, is when you had the two-way pages.
The two-way, bro, nobody be knowing about the two-way messengers.
Nobody, I don't understand why people don't remember two-way pages. Like, the two-way joints is the reason why text messaging is popping today.
Yeah, that is absolutely true.
That's when the two-way came out, I was excited. I used to go and take my mom a two-way. I don't know who I'm texting, but I'm texting somebody.
Felt good, and that's them two ways. No, and when I be talking to people about it, people do not remember the two-way era. Like that mug was sick. So what it was a machine. It was shaped like almost like a little long egg. I don't know. That's the best way I can explain it. And it would fold up, and then I don't know. Long egg is the best I can do. And then it would fold up, and there'd be like a screen. Right. And then you have like a little keyboard, and you literally would just type your message in it, then it would come across their screen, and they would type it back and send it to you. But you only can go two ways.
You couldn't do like the group or nothing. Yeah, exactly. Right, exactly, Mom. It was a preview of advanced texting. It was absolutely, because now text messaging, you can add groups, you can send gifs and pictures and videos. But back then, it was just to that person. That's the direct contact. And you just texting that person, nobody else in the world, just that person, and that's what started.
I wanted the two-way.
Yeah, my mom had one.
But the pager.
The pager, yeah. So now before you get started, let me ask, like, to serve my memory correct, with the pager, didn't the pagers have a specific number? It had a specific number, and you just called that number to page that person for that person to call you back?
I think the pager worked like, it sounds so. I think the way the pager used to work was that I would send you the number to call me at.
Okay. Right? I can't. Maybe Mama help us out. Mama help us out. I really think, I don't know. It has to be something like that, because I think it. I can't remember.
I forgot how the pager works.
I forgot how it's. Damn, I really thought it was like a number. Here's my it has a number, because I remember people saying, "Here's my pager number if you need me." Like, if you can't if I don't answer my phone, here's my pager number, and it'll show me, like, I get that, and I know it's an emergency. Like, only certain people got the pager number.
Right.
At least that's how it worked. Like, my mama told me, if I don't answer my phone, here's the pager number, page me, and then I know I'll call you back as soon as I get it.
Right.
But yeah, go ahead.
But the pager don't make sense. Obviously, as we can see right now, it just does not.
So much. Like, we just did a runaround.
Like, niggas, I remember niggas get paid. Oh shoot, hey, 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 you got a line here? You got a line? I need to use your phone.
Hey, who is this?
Oh. Yeah, you had
you
to hit the little light. You couldn't really see it. I remember that about the page. You always had to look at it at an angle. You always had to look at your page at an angle.
And,
like,
so,
right.
And you know, pages was so popping that people used to go, like they used to have them joints hanging on their pants and like had their shirt cupped behind it so you could see that pager, so you know they important.
Yeah.
Like,
Niggas,
pager, like if you had a pager, that established you as an important person.
Niggas was clipping phones all the way into the Sidekick. The Sidekick, I think, was the last phone to get clipped on the side.
You think so? Did the Sidekick come out? The Sidekick came out after the Razor, right?
Well, I think so.
Because I remember a couple cats had the Razor clipped on their shit too.
Yeah, the Razor. Wow, that was a game changer.
The Razor and the Sidekick. Honestly, if they could bring the Razor back, they need to bring the Sidekick back.
The Razor bombed, and so will the Sidekick too. The Sidekick is just.
You think the Sidekick will bomb?
Let me tell you something.
Okay, break it down, bro.
Let me tell you something. I am in agreement, personally, that the Sidekick is the most game-changing cell phone of my life.
Right.
That hit a wave like no other.
Right.
Well, I guess that would be disrespectful to say that towards the iPhone. So the iPhone definitely changed the way we communicate.
But you got to understand how. Obviously, right. we give props to iPhone, but Sidekick literally like made that huge shift in how phones are made and how we can use phones.
When you can flip, when you had the Sidekick, you can have the game, you can flip that thing, and that screen goes, and then you don't hear until your screen break.
Yeah.
And you gotta pull it all the way back. It don't move no more. You gotta slam that thing in there because it just don't work no more.
Right. Yeah.
That was a game changer at the time, though. Sidekick was definitely lit.
So why don't you think if the Sidekick would make a comeback, why don't you think that the Sidekick would be successful?
Because I feel like people like the one screen. The one screen is where we at now. You know, nobody got time to be flipping. Nobody got time to be flicking. Nobody got time to do all that. I mean, I see the Galaxy just made a flip phone, but I mean, how many people have you really just seen with that mug? That mug is not changing the game.
No, I mean, it's hard to top iPhone. I'm thinking, look, here's my thing. If Apple does something with T-Mobile and they decide to bring back the Sidekick with Apple's own twist, but keep the same function of the flip, I think that shit gonna pop. I think the Sidekick can make a comeback. It's all about who is putting it out. And I think if Apple adopts that whole Sidekick thing, I think that shit'll go crazy because it's Apple. Think about it. Think about it. All you gotta do is put Apple's name on there, and people gonna buy it. Like, for example.
Yeah, I mean,
for example, who let LeBron wear? No, I'm not even gonna put LeBron. I don't know who brought this shit back, but remember when we was kids, Champion. If you was wearing Champion, the only Champion thing you could wear is a jersey, and that's it. That was the only Champion thing you could really wear without getting your shit roasted. Now, Champion is popping. I don't know who made Champion pop, but it had to be somebody of prominence, somebody that's respected. Let Apple come out with the Sidekick, and I guarantee you the Sidekick will not be, it's going to be like the iPhones now. It's going to be hard to get. You pre-order it, and then you're going to have to wait. If you don't pre-order it, it's going to be hard to get. And I'm going to tell you now, if they come out with the Sidekick, I'm getting that hoe because I didn't get a chance to get that hoe when I was a kid. I
didn't get a chance either. I'm still disappointed about that.
I'm very disappointed about it. Kate had
it. I done had every other phone.
Exactly.
Nigga wanted that.
Bro, I done had every phone. My mama probably mad right now when we talk about phones because I done went through so many phones. I had every phone.
She said she still got her Sidekick.
Mama never had a Sidekick. She was never with T-Mobile. She thinks she had a Sidekick. She think.
Was it yours?
No. not a sidekick, bro. It was a Verizon phone that literally that was like you had Joe. It was like a phone that you could flip open. It was kind of cool, but it wasn't a sidekick. You could flip it open, and it had like a keyboard and everything. It had two screens. You close it, you got your little phone screen, and then you open it, you got the other screen. It was cool. I had it. I had it, and then I ended up getting like somebody gave me another phone. Oh, my counselor gave me her old Palm Pilot back when Palm Pilots was popping, them big joints. She gave me that, then I felt hella important. But I had like, what I need a Palm Pilot in high school for? Like, I ain't doing no meetings or nothing. Like,
and talking about these phones, you know what didn't make sense either?
What?
Chirp.
Nextel?
That made no sense. Why am I buying a phone to talk to you like a walkie-talkie?
Hey, they flipped that joint open. Hey, that's another one that people used to have hanging on their hip and showing everybody.
What is this? Who got it? Hey man, it never was good quality. Yeah, we out here. I hear it. All right, I'll be out there in a minute. What, nigga, you didn't hear him.
No. Hey, that shit, Nextel used to be.
Dog, the Nextel does not make any sense. Why was it so popping, bro?
Bro, because it goes back to what I said. All the rappers had a Nextel, dog. All the rappers had a Nextel.
Each other.
They was walkie-talkie, and next thing you know, that shit caught waves. It was also something that was different. It was different. You had no kids, and then I don't know if the Razor and all of that came out yet. The Razor had that come out because I think the Razor was the first flip phone.
The Chirp was after all that, yeah.
Yeah, the Razor was the first flip phone. So that Nextel had to come out after all of that, but it was something different. It wasn't like a phone you pop open and say hello. It was like you could pop open and be like, "Hey, what's good?" And it just had a catchy. It was just catchy.
That was just really great marketing around that time.
That's it. That's all it was. Because like you said, you look at it right now, that shit is just stupid. Like, I don't want everybody hearing my conversation, dog.
That mug is so stupid, dog. Dog, why did that pop on? Even during that time, I never wanted one. That made no sense to me at all, bro. And that mug was thick and heavy. Mm-hmm. That mug was not no light razor. You carrying some weight.
And it was. I still remember the phone. It was a silver and black Motorola that had Nextel on it, because that phone was for like damn near, well, really only with AT&T, because AT&T ended up adopting it too. But it was a silver and black phone that was super thick. Flipped that hole open and had that side button for that walkie-talkie. People would have that bitch open just with the antenna up too. It chirping people. Crazy. That is wild. Just think about like the time period and the era of cell phones, bro, and what they've done. Like here we are at the iPhone, bro. It's all touch screen, and look how far we came.
Look, we used to be here.
Yes, bro. Used to be.
We used to be on. Phones used to be in suitcases.
That boy went so hard he turned his camera off.
Why did me too?
Boy turned his camera off.
Oh, how I did that, but I'm back. Bro, how I did that? The computer over here, I put the stuff back over there. Right? That's why I'm confused on what happened. But anyway,
bro. So what else was dumb that we did as kids, man, or that we had as kids?
Remember when you used to put the glue on your hands?
Or you gonna let it dry so you can peel it off?
Let's start this whole thing over again. When you was kids, we used to put glue on our hands, rub it up. This is what we did as kids. I want to bring all y'all back down memory lane. You used to rub it until it became a nice cream of milk. What do you call it? Cream of wheat, cream sauce, whatever I'm trying to say. And it get real thick. You let it go. You did all that work just to peel it back off.
What was it because
sitting there looking stupid?
Well, I mean, at the time, you wasn't looking stupid because you was popping if you did something like that.
Was you really popping though?
When we look at it right now,
like, will people be like, "Oh, look at him! He pulling the glue off his hand."
How many times did you hear like?
It don't hurt. It don't do nothing. Like it don't satisfy. I don't know what.
I don't know what the fuck.
That is crazy to me.
But we did it.
We definitely did it.
We definitely did it. I don't know.
We definitely.
I don't understand what it was that made that so. It had to have been satisfying back then. I don't know why.
I'm glad this episode is about confronting our past and being truthful about the things that don't make sense.
Exactly.
This is a strong episode for me, so I want to talk about Home Alone.
Wait. Okay, we can talk about Home Alone because what my mom just put in the chat, that's a good.
Oh, I thought I had the chat back up.
What she put in the chat, that's a good one. That's a good one. I never understood that. I never because now I can't stand when my clothes are too big. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. But for some reason, them franchise boys had us wearing 6X tall tees with a 5X tall tee under, with the 4X tall tee under that.
That's Jay Horn. Him and Mike, I remember them days. I never caught on to that.
Bro, I couldn't. All right, bro, I may have had a tall tee, but the way his tall tees was.
Yeah, the pictures is fresh in my mind right now.
Oh, fresh in my mind. He was wearing them, remember them shorts, them Dreams? Him and Mike, the Dream, it was them cloth, it was like cargo shorts, but they were cloth
I know
shorts.
I know what you're talking about.
I'm talking about, all right, man, Jay Horn and Mike, them boys had every color of Dreams, every color of tees. I don't know how they did it, but they did it. They got it. Yeah, that was a good point, Mom. My bad. She put that in there.
But everybody used to wear clothes too big. I mean, even look at Steve Harvey. Even suits was baggy at one point. You know what I mean? So, I think it was just
even Steve Harvey. But
it was cultural.
Look at Michael Jordan. Them jeans he used to wear. Why was them jeans so goddamn big?
Michael Jordan, lame.
Bro,
he was cool. That was cool in the 90s. Because if Michael Jordan got his jeans like that, I want my jeans like that.
I just don't understand why that shit was why. It's also crazy how everything comes back full circle. With things that people used to wear back in the 80s and 90s is now coming back to the. It's wild. Or things that we used to wear in 2000s is now popping. It's weird.
So I used to rock South Pole.
I did too.
But I'm not the only lane. I don't know if you remember. I used to rock.
There's nothing wrong with rocking South Pole. South Pole was low key popping. That was if you couldn't get the Fat Farm and the Sean John, you got South Pole and Echo. So you mean to tell me you ain't never wore Echo?
I remember the brand. I remember the name.
You never wore Echo, dog.
I think maybe as a gift. Or Adele. But I'm lame though. I used to rock Lot 29.
I feel like I've heard of that before.
That's the one where they had the Bugs Bunny and the Daffy Duck.
Yeah, no. Yeah. I remember Iceberg?
I don't remember
Iceberg. My God. You don't remember Iceberg Iceberg, I think Iceberg used to be the beginning of when people would start making fakes of things. Because Iceberg was popular. If you had real Iceberg was I don't know. It was hella expensive. I don't know what was hella expensive. What was hella expensive back then? $70 for it? Nah. It's got to be cheaper. Cause $70, $80
$150 for some J's.
$150 for J's. So that means the t-shirt.
I think J's used to be at $99.
J's used to be at $99. So the shirt, so the iceberg shirt will be like, it'd probably be like $50, right? Because your Fat Farm not Fat Farm, but your Fat Albert, the Platinum Fubu and everything wouldn't be as much, but that's what everybody was rocking. Like, in school or, adults, that was like the cool thing. But iceberg is when you had money. I don't know, I forgot who made iceberg. Iceberg was like popping for like maybe a year and a half. And they used to have like Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck, Tasmanian Devil all on their shit.
I don't remember that.
Iceberg. And I gotta look it up. But yeah, I do remember Lot 29 though. I remember.
They used to be like the characters used to be suede.
Yeah.
You like have a t-shirt, but then but Sylvester, he got suede blue.
Yeah.
That mother fly, man.
That shit was fly. Did you? So
yeah, I had
that's back when urban clothing was like super popping. It's not as popping now for some reason.
When did South Pole go Mexican?
I don't know.
They went Mexican hard, didn't they? It was a period where they were the only ones wearing it.
Yes, it was a period when it was only Mexicans wearing South Pole. I don't know when South Pole went Mexican. That's crazy.
When did they get together to come up with this? Like, where did they meet?
I don't know.
Hey, sending messages somehow. They must be using the birds. That's the only way I can think of. Now fly ye raven to the south.
So why did urban clothing become like dead? Like Sean John, Fat Farm. Is it Aniche or NYC? I heard, or whatever it is called. That obviously Fubu. Who else? Oh, Vocal.
89 feelers.
I had to bang at them. The Converse.
That was your school shoes. One white pair, one black pair.
The Converse that came out, they was 2 for $89 too. But why did they all of a sudden just become like, Was it just like kind of like the cell phone things? Is that why?
I don't know. But I can't stop thinking about if you got the 2 for $89 feelers, you got one white pair, one black pair. I think 9 times out of 10 you wore a uniform to school.
Absolutely.
You definitely wore a uniform.
Absolutely, because I didn't have like one white pair, one black pair.
My
mom did make sure that she bought me a pair of white shoes and black shoes, but there would be times where we would go in there and she'd see the 2 for $89s and I'll be able to get, the feelers.
I remember when I started getting older, you used to do the one white pair, one black pair. But then one year you get to the age where you can throw in another pair.
Mm-hmm.
You get your white pair, your black pair, then you get your real nice pair that you only gonna pull out on some days.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot what age that is. That's what you get by 7th grade, huh?
Yeah.
7th, 8th grade.
About 11, 12? You about to be a teenager type shit.
Yeah, that's it.
It was like a memorable moment.
Definitely.
A memorable moment. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I am so glad. I'm loving all these confessions of the 90s.
Dog, I'm feeling nostalgic. What's another thing that was dumb that we did?
I already know.
What you got?
I remember when you were playing the game or you're trying to cut the game on and didn't want to load up on the Super Nintendo. I, to this day, refuse to believe that taking that console out that thing and going, I just do not believe that did anything. Let's walk through this again for those who don't play video games. Let's walk through this again. I want to explain to you what we did.
Matter of fact, let me go ahead. I got y'all. I'm gonna give you a real-time example right now.
Oh, hold on, yeah. I don't want to.
Real-time example right now. So, he's talking about Super Nintendo. My first game console was a Nintendo 64. And they came with cartridges. And the first game, or one of the first games I ever got was NBA Hang Time. Here it is right here. NBA Hang Time. And I will put this thing in the 64. Sometimes the screen would just be black, but the system would be on. So you know what I did? Because I was a firm believer that this worked. I don't know why. I don't know what it ever did, but for some reason, every time I did this, game cut on. Turn the game off, pop the cartridge out, and do this. And put that thing back in. And all of a sudden, game will come on.
So this is what I want to know. You telling me that you pull this game out, there are particles in there that is stopping that. Let me use my white man word. There is particles that is preventing this game from working, right?
That would be the assumption.
So the brilliant idea that we came up with as kids is to look at it and blow more dirty particles into the game.
So let me tell you what the mind. Let me tell you what the mindset was for a kid.
I know everybody. Everybody that used to blow their game like this. They wearing dresses now. I know it. They wearing dresses now. If they blew their phone, if they went up with it,
if they doing all that,
if they gave it extra air. See, real niggas went from border to border. It was. Let me demonstrate again for all the real niggas. This is how we used to blow. If a nigga continue his blow, he wearing dresses now. I promise y'all. Go ask him. He blowing too much. Real niggas blew at a minimum effort. This nigga wanted to make sure everything had air.
Everything had air.
Not just the game.
I think the whole theory behind that is that you blowing more particles into it, but with you blowing into the cartridge is blowing whatever was in there out. Even though, so it's basically just a recycle thing, but you're not thinking about that as a kid.
Right. It's like a magic trick.
Yeah. But essentially you're just recycling that shit around.
That same thing with CD players. In games, we would take the game out, rub it against the shirt. And then put that, what did we just do?
If anything, we put in lint, dirt, or anything that can harm the disc into the actual system.
Man, look, I'm about to go down memory lane again. I remember they used to have CD repair or CD scratch removals. Mm-hmm. First of all, it never removed scratches. But what it did was... the CD still look the same, nigga. What you mean? I brought it to you because it had a scratch. It still has that scratch. But go ahead and put it in, though. I guarantee you it's going to work. Nah, homie. Nah, run me my money back, dog. I feel like the CD scratch removal places was only in the hood. I've never seen one in white territory. Do they CDs not get scratched?
Man. I think, no, what they would do, they would just go ahead and get something new. We had to go ahead and fix it. They just got something
right, because I think I also know the issue was the white people have CD binders, and they can put their CDs in there. What do niggas do? Put them in a stack, and when you looking for it, you gotta shuffle.
So I will say that the equivalent to a binder that black people had was, it wasn't just like, because you most of them had like in a stack and it was just out, like just out in the wild. You remember those? You remember those little case joints where you could just put the CDs like kind of like
the circle thing
on the stand, and then put the plastic case weird, on top. Yeah.
Wow, I'm so high with it. What was that? Here we go. Yeah, like with the circle with the CD thing. It don't rock it. It just took off. I go so high. That was so goofy.
Gosh, bro.
Hey, I'm having so much fun.
Bro.
Why I go so high?
Dog, I don't know.
Okay.
But that was the equivalent of CD binders for black people. So like that's when they was like, I gotta stop having these joints out in the wild just stacked up because they not playing. Like I gotta take care of mine. And they went and got that joint. And so, that's when, but that's also why, that's why they was in the hood, because we always had our shit out in the wild.
To the hood hero, man. I want to take this time to honor someone that in the hood they was really overlooked. And I look at it, I want to honor these people as well as people that was always underrated. It's something that you just didn't know how good they were until it was gone.
Okay.
That's the type of people I'm admiring today. The ones that would show up at the barbershop while you're getting your hair cut. The ones that might overhear you having a conversation with family at dinner and afterwards say, hey, let me help you. I got something that you might need that can make you and your family have a great night.
Oh.
That's the kind of brothers and sisters I'm talking about. Yeah. The ones that risk federal time if they was caught, because they want to make sure that you and your family can enjoy their night.
Hey man, shout out to them, man. Shout out to them, man. Shout out to them.
They have been undervalued in the hood community for too long.
They have been.
Because you had things that has come and taken them away. The white economics is like to call it creative destruction. Where technology over Trump's technology.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
The CD player. The MP3 player. The iPhone.
Oh.
Apple Music streaming. That's Godzilla.
I will say that you forgot iPod before the iPhone.
Whatever. So, okay, nigga, the example still stands up. Nigga, just follow along, nigga. Just follow along.
My bad. Continue. Claps for that. Claps for that. My bad.
They was the first Fire Stick. Yep, they were the first Fire Stick. Yep.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they were.
So, this man, it's always seemed like to me, man, but this person would risk everything to make sure that we, as families, was able to enjoy, because we didn't always have money to do what others could do.
We know where, if you black, you know where he going with this.
We didn't have the money to go get it, because sometimes we might like popcorn, but we don't want to get the popcorn. The person I'm talking about in every hood is the bootleg man.
It's the bootleg man. Shout out to the bootleg man. Clap it up for the bootleg man.
Give it up for the bootleg man.
Clap it up for the bootleg man. He don't get enough love, man.
He don't
get enough love.
You can have all these movies. Yeah, you might see somebody get up and start clapping, but so what? Clap with them.
Clap with them. You didn't have the money to go and get the tickets to see it in the movie theaters. You know what the bootleg man did? He went ahead and brought the theater to you. He brought that experience to you.
And not what Warner Brothers is doing. What they did during the COVID year. When they dropped all the movies, they said, screw the theater, we going right to the homes, because that's inspired by the bootleg man.
Look, man, come on, clap it up for the bootleg man. Clap it up for the bootleg man.
Hey, bro, the bootleg man. Shout out to all the bootleg men that was out there, and all the ones that tried to be bootleg men, but you can never get the file to get up on your computer.
Hey,
you never get the MP4. I could never transfer the MP4. I never knew how to put video on disc. I'm so stupid.
Hey, shout out to the ones that actually took time to make sure that whatever product they were selling, it was the most quality one too. That's when you know you was at the upper echelons of the bootleg, man. They made sure that the bootlegs that they gave you, they didn't have the people getting up and walking around. They didn't have the babies and whatnot screaming. They didn't have all of the talking and conversations in there. They made sure that they gave you the highest quality. So shout out to the bootleg men that really took pride in their craft. They made it a career.
They made it affordable. Shout out to all the bootleg man prices.
Clap it up.
Because you can get 6 movies for $20.
Six for $20.
Bootleg. I miss the bootleg, man.
That's a little under $3, dog.
I miss old Charles.
Yeah.
Like all the bootleg, man, not living no more.
Who was I know my mom. Wait, I think
they all died of early deaths.
I feel like we got our bootlegs from our cousin.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I take that back.
No, but he was like, but you got to think about it. That was a side hustle. That wasn't his main career. All the bootleg men that was his main career, they the ones that we got to find out if they okay. They may be.
I don't think there was no bootleg man that was their career.
I came across a few.
Yeah, I miss when he used to come with like the big old thing and it had a bunch of movies in it, and I used to help him find the movies I wanted. He's like, y'all just make sure you pick 6. Your daddy only gave me $20. And you just go through, Avengers 6.
Avengers 6.
That boy ain't even came out yet. Bunch of niggas in costumes. You looking for the DVD you want? You know, oh, they got Jurassic Park. Well, I ain't never seen that. Because you know, the older the movie, the better the quality.
Yeah.
Yeah, because by that time it has already been digitalized.
Yes, absolutely.
She said, bootleg, man.
My mama said no name. She ain't trying to. Who you criminalizing? I don't think they even. People don't even know what bootleg is nowadays. If they wasn't born in the 90s, they don't know. If they wasn't born in the early 90s, they don't know what bootleg is.
I'm not leaving this show until I'm talking about Home Alone.
Yeah, speak on Home Alone. Speak on Home Alone. Speak on Home Alone, please.
Like as an adult, when I watch Home Alone, it makes no sense.
Explain
how they left this nigga at home. Like it makes no sense. This nigga just went off on everybody the night before.
Uh-huh.
He is the troubled child.
Yep, that he is.
You mean to tell me it was when you got on the plane?
Uh-huh.
You realize he ain't said a word? And what they do? Come
on! You know what made me the first one.
Instantly they knew in that moment they knew how stupid they were.
How they left their own the youngest child.
They didn't even talk about it. He was just like,
Kevin! And he was the youngest, correct?
Nah, he was in the middle somewhere.
He was in the middle.
I think I was one younger, yeah.
So I'm like the first one, you realize it's a movie. Okay, whatever, it's a movie.
Yeah, whatever.
You come out with a second one and you don't leave him at your home.
Oh, I didn't hit my hat.
You leave him in New York. And this boy was able to get his own hotel room, and not just an ordinary hotel room. This man got a suite and is living it up. He was living better. I guarantee you, a lot of those people at that hotel was mad as hell. That little kid just strolling on up to the suite by himself. Like, come on, what parent is leaving their kid in the busiest city at a hotel with the bill?
What do the McAllisters do?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. First off, if you can't keep up with one kid, why you got like 10?
That is a very... Now we're asking the right questions.
We're asking the right questions. If you can't keep up with one kid, why you got 10? You lost him twice. Why do you have 10 kids and you can't keep up with one of them? Like, and then how dumb are the people that was trying to get him? How are you getting outsmarted by this little ass kid?
Was that the second or was that the third one? Was that which? I think it's the first one.
It's the first and second one.
No, I'm thinking about when they was watching the house and this nigga had the whole setup where everybody was inside moving, all the mannequins and
that was the first one.
Yeah, and like, bro, how do you compete with that, dog?
I mean, don't get me wrong. Kevin was a smart kid for setting that up.
he would have got us too.
Yeah, he probably would have, because that shit was, we hearing all type of noise and everything. Back then, yeah. I just thought, listen.
We should go down there. No, Ernie, it looks like it's all down there.
You know what was crazy?
They got to make the criminal a little stupid.
They do. But you know what was crazy is that this boy went ahead and like had the movie play at the exact time when he was in the hotel room in Home Alone 2. And he had people thinking that he had a gun in the room.
That's right, yeah. I remember, yeah.
And was ready to dump. Like, he was ready to dump the entire clip in the hotel room with residents in there, gonna dump an entire clip through the door. He had that man so shook that he dropped down to the floor and covered his head. Like, I'm just mad. I'm just mad now that you say it. I'm very upset that this whole entire thing happened.
Home Alone, and I'm just sticking with the first one because Home Alone is just so stupid, man. You just lead is like everybody. Like, I mean, it's like 40 people. You mean not one?
Not one.
Somebody knew, but they ain't say nothing.
I felt like one of the older brothers knew.
Yeah, somebody knew, but they ain't want that nigga to go. They ain't saying nothing.
They was hating.
Yeah. Nah, somebody knew something. They ain't say something. And whoever that is in that movie, they wrong for that.
They a hoe.
All these years later.
Oh, how it is. They a hoe. Simple as that. I just don't understand that. I never quite understood. But I will say I watched that movie a lot and I enjoyed it as a kid.
It's actually really good.
I enjoyed it as
a filthy animal.
Dumb concept.
Really dumb concept.
But
especially the one with the little race car.
Race car.
And the race car that got the nuclear bomb or something attached to it. I think it might be Home Alone 3. It might be Home Alone 3.
That had to be the newer one. Yeah, that had to be Home Alone 3.
Yeah, well, no, there's 4 now.
Well, what's the 4th one?
It just came out like a year ago.
Oh, yeah, I definitely did.
I watched that. Yeah, I watched it.
Was it as good as the first 3?
No, of course not. It's Home Alone, so. But the third one is the one with the race car, and it's like these terrorists are looking for the nuclear, some code to bomb something, and he's keeping the thing. Yeah, so yeah, that mo was decent. It's like we had some stupid stuff. I think I got one that's gonna shut it down though.
What's the one that's gonna shut it down?
I think I got the one that was so stupid. One thing that we did as kids that was so stupid that just don't make any sense now as we're adults. When you might have like a little crush, you know what I'm saying, in school. You know, we didn't really have cell phones, so we really couldn't text at that time. What did you used to do? The old-fashioned way, right? You used to write her a note and then just slide it to her, and when y'all would pass it. It used to be so smooth. Hey, that used to be smooth, though. You ain't fly about to breathe down memory lane, watch, because you're going to have like a little note.
Go
and then fold it, but on the front of it, you're going to put the number 2 dot, or semicolon, or whatever you call it, to Nessa from Relle. But your from got to be a 4 RM.
Yeah, 4 RM.
Yeah,
and the two can't be TO. It's got to be the number 2.
The number 2, right? You got the number 2. Then from 4 FM. All right, so you used to open that thing up, and this is always everybody's favorite part. 2 from why reason.
Hold on, don't forget the where they at when they writing the letter.
Don't ever repeat. That was 2 from why reason. I'm sorry, that's funny to me. I just wrote the reason. Shoot.
Hey, hold on. That shit went over my head. 2 from why. Then the reason.
Refer
Refer back to number 3, which is why.
God dang. I ain't done. Hold on. So we got 2. From. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Reason.
Mm-hmm.
Where? How? I didn't understand how either. What you mean? Pen and paper. Stupid. I can see that. You didn't have to write that. How?
Oh man.
What period? Teacher? Lesson? Location? City? State? Zip code? Longitude? Latitude?
Hey, hold on, wait. Did you ever get the ones with music?
Song? Artist? Producer?
Who written by?
The why? The reason? The why? The reason? 5 years from now, 10 years from now,
Bro.
my goal, vision.
By this time, they on a whole nother sheet of paper.
I'm crying.
They on a whole nother sheet of paper at this time.
Table of contents, instructions.
Epilogue. I put the epilogue in there.
And then you get to the bottom of the note. Hey, sugar. Oh, hey. Okay, that was so funny to me.
Bro.
Hey, bro. That might used to be long. Like, you be reading that introduction. Yep, latitude, okay, introduction.
And you realize that when you get the note was always folded in some extravagant way, and it was always like 9 to 10 sheets of paper because they had to write the whole beginning to the letter.
And them the good notes when it was front and back. You know you either getting told off or you get some feelings said about you.
Mm-hmm. There's only 2 things.
Well, ain't that when you read that mug, you're like, and when I look at you, flip that mug around. Like, I feel like you feel good because when you like another sheet of paper and it's still about you.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro.
That's when you know what's crazy is like that was meaningful.
I had some letters right now. Oh my god! I wish I had some.
Bro, I
can just read no name, just read it.
I kid you, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I thought I had some. Here. Cause I literally when I went home I was looking for them because I wanted to find a way to be able to work this in it. But I can't remember if they still at the crib, bro.
I wish I had. That is funny.
They may still be at the crib unless my mom did some spring cleaning and just threw shit out. And I probably say, yeah, you can throw it away. But yeah, them letters used to be them letters, man. If you got a letter, oh, and then that's when you know who was the cool of the players because they would have like 7 or 8 of them hoes.
They're like scholarships. They're like, yeah, I don't know what's wrong with Let me see what Larissa's saying, man. He used to stunt with letters, man.
Oh my gosh,
Let me see, nigga. And nigga always get, let me see, Michelle, what she talking about, nigga?
So what's the most letters you got in a day?
Me one, nigga. I was lucky to get that one. I was like, oh, for me.
Yeah, I think I only got one in a day too, honestly.
I remember exchanging letters.
What would she said? Oh, my mom said she got a few of the letters that I got, so she still got them. They still in the box somewhere.
Mom said, "What's your favorite dance song in high school?" I wasn't no dancer, so I'ma just go. Did we have serve? Oh no, we 2 different classes, ain't we?
No, wait. What was you?
9.
Oh yeah, I was 08.
Yeah, that's what I feel. Yeah, I think so we had swag surfing, and y'all had swag surfing. Oh, was that 2010?
Maybe 10. I don't think. I feel like that was like when I got to college.
Maybe. And I got that swag.
As I didn't say that's not a lie, mama. I didn't say that I didn't get a lot of letters. I said what was the most amount of letters that you got in a day? I didn't get a lot of letters in one day. I got a lot of letters. I didn't get a lot of letters in one day. I only had one. So I probably have one a day for like weeks. I never understood why I got these letters either. I was always shocked.
You know, I mean, if I had my person I was exchanging with, I was excited. But you know, it's like text, man. It's the same kind of thing. You know, we just didn't have phones to really, you know, or maybe I had a phone, they didn't, or vice versa. So you know, you had to write the letters. But I felt like that was just dope to just have handwritten letters about whatever. Even if it was just, even you maybe got somebody out on a honeymoon, say y'all just writing notes like, oh, look, I missed you. I'm so glad we didn't have. I'm so mad we didn't have enough time to see each other before second and third period. And now you and
second
your
and
letter.
third period.
Yeah, but I know I missed you too. But I'm gonna give you this letter between third and fourth, so that means we gonna kiss in between fourth and fifth.
You gotta schedule them hoes.
Yeah, because you can't kiss her while you give it a note, because you gotta let her get the note and then know that the kiss is coming.
Right.
Consent,
and that's how we learned about consent. Right there is how we learned about consent.
And in the blessing.
You know what was crazy? So this is wild. I'm just thinking about how dumb this shit was. People used to hope that certain people would get hurt so they can. So I don't know how it was for you, but in middle school, for me, if you was injured, you got like an extra 5 minutes to leave class early so you can go ahead and kind of beat the rush of people going to classes, so you could be able to get to your lockers without any trouble because you was hurt. And you get to the lockers and get to the classroom, be right outside, so that way you could be the first one in there. You don't have to worry about the traffic, and you don't have to worry about getting trampled. Did y'all have that middle school? So we had that where I went to middle school, and it was people really hoping like certain people on the lowest of keys would get hurt so they can go ahead and take their books, because if you was hurt, you could pick one person to walk you out of class and take you to your next class, like a helper.
I remember helpers.
But my middle school was full of fast individuals that it was so much shit going on. Like all the football players that was hurt, if they had like rolled their ankle, that had crutches, they would be able to leave 5 minutes early. They would be like, "Oh, I won't hurt it. Hey, come. You know, you can grab my book, whatever." And they would always always be late to class, dog. They left 5 minutes early and still would be late to class. That's how bro, it was insane at my middle school. They abused that shit. But it was so crazy because people would hope certain people would get hurt so they can have that opportunity. They prayed for people to get hurt, real. Like, do you understand? They prayed for people to get hurt so they can have that opportunity. That was the only way to be able to have that opportunity, is if that person got hurt. If they couldn't walk. That was the only way they'd be able to get that opportunity. That shit is crazy.
You know, I think we had something like that, but I don't know. At our school, coach will probably come get you.
Coach?
Oh, I guess I ain't know nobody on that program. I don't know. I was never that good in middle school, so they didn't care. I get hurt. I got fit for myself. So I don't know how the upper tier players were at that time.
If you write a letter to your girl, well, yeah, of course, a letter is very meaningful. But we talking about like back, but like if we write a letter today, we're not gonna put to, from, where, why, reason. We're not putting all of that.
I forgot one. To, why, reason, message.
Oh, and then you start writing the letter.
Oh my God, bro. You know what else was stupid? AOL. You know, line with AOL. That crap was so stupid. What the freak was this?
Well, and then you couldn't use the phone.
Oh, I forgot about that.
You can't use the phone. If somebody hop on the phone, it's a wrap. You ain't getting on the internet.
I'm mad. I'm on here playing Oregon Trail, and you. I'm on here playing Oregon Trail, and you. Hello, yeah, he's on the game. I was on the game.
I was on the game,
but messed up the AOL internet, Mom.
You answered the phone. You answered the phone.
Not freaking playing AOL anymore.
Freaking playing AOL.
AOL. Dog, getting on that internet was a process. You had to plug it into the wall, load it up. I mean, it was great at that time, I guess. But you click on it, when you click on the internet, you can go take a shower. Prep for dinner.
You could do a lot. You could do a lot before the internet actually loaded up.
Because it took forever. Yeah, this is gonna take forever when you're on the internet, but I guess we perceive time differently back then. Isn't that amazing? How time, like, you had patience to wait on AOL, but like now you don't have patience. If your phone start tripping now, you have no patience, but you just sit there and wait on AOL.
Yeah.
Think about all the extra, think about how fast your life has sped up. Yeah. Because when you are patient, but now you're always on the move, and that's probably why we feel like days and stuff be moving quick.
Ooh, hold on. You speaking? Hold on. Let me go ahead and clap it up. I don't think y'all really understand the message that my brother Relle is putting out there. I don't think y'all really understand. Go ahead, break it down to him one more time, bro. One more time. I don't think they understand. I don't think they understand that message, because it's a very important message, brother.
It definitely is. But since we are moving so fast on a daily basis, whether back like in the 90s where, you had to wait for a load up to do this, you loaded up to do this, even playing the game and you wait on the load. That's why everybody know the theme song, because it loads up. It took its time, but now it felt like your childhood was extended. It felt like it was a long time, but now as adults, it felt like time is flying because you're moving so much. So time is perceived differently. You got the same time, but perceiving it differently.
And you see, let me go ahead and take it a step further. Back when we was kids, we were able to appreciate these things because what we had to do for it, we had to have patience. We had to wait in order to get to what we wanted, right? But now, in the world we in today, everything is about instant gratification. You open your phone, you expect Instagram to load up immediately. You expect Twitter to open up immediately. You hop on the game, you expect it to load up immediately. And see that go ahead. Now, when it comes to something that you have to wait for, you can't really appreciate it when it comes because you expect it to happen there. So when it doesn't come, you get mad, but you don't understand that the good Lord is trying to teach you patience. I'm gonna go ahead and clap it up for myself because I don't think they really hear me. You expect things to come so quickly when really the Lord is trying to tell you to slow down.
That's what he said.
Trying to tell you to slow down. He's trying to tell you to be patient. He's trying to tell you to wait. Because the old saying is, good things. Hold on now. Hold on. The saying is, good things comes to those who wait.
That's not true.
But how are you? Hold on now. Because I don't know about you, sir. But for me, everything that I wanted, that I thought would come immediately, I had to wait for. Hence the job that I'm in now. I thought that when I got a certification in IT, I would immediately get an IT. And when it didn't happen, I was upset. I was miserable. But I had to learn how to be patient because it takes time for people to realize the work that you put in to get that, to understand how you got it and the way that you got it, and understanding that the background that you have isn't in that field, but you persevered and went and got it anyway, and you were patient and you waited and you stayed true to that. And the reward came. Hence, good things comes to those who wait. Now, there are situations where instant gratification is rewarded. That's very true. Very true. But also, there are times where it's instantly gratified and it's instantly taken away. That's what a lot of people don't want to talk about.
They don't want to talk about
They
it.
don't want to talk about that. They only want to talk about how they instantly got it. They don't want to talk about how it was instantly taken away.
All they talk about is how they got it.
That's it. That's it, brother. But you know what I'm saying. I didn't mean to get on the whole little tangent, whole little word. The good Lord spoke to me. I just felt like I had to go ahead and relay it.
Listen, brother. The good Lord tells you, and the good Lord smells it. I don't know. I feel like that's what somebody like that would say. The good Lord tells it. The good Lord smells it. Yep. God darn it.
I'm gonna spit my goddamn jerk out.
God darn on about 9 o'clock now. Now you don't counsel me, niggers. Go ahead and wrap this up. Yeah, you don't counsel me, niggers. Wrap this up. I'm trying to get my cows to sleep. Now, I can hear you niggas 2 neighborhoods away.
Hey, you know what's crazy is I'm surprised that we haven't got one of them random ass comments that we did when we first started.
I missed them.
We ain't got one of them random ass comments in a minute. I ain't gonna hold you. But it's probably best that we don't right now. And we gonna wait. I can't wait. You know what's gonna happen is when we really start to pop, when we really start popping and people really in here, that's when them comments gonna come in. We ain't even gotta say nothing. This is gonna be the chat just gonna flame they shit up. And then we just gonna divert and just look at
it. We right there with them.
Flaming they shit up. You gotta make sure.
You gotta be pointing down. You gotta point down at them. Boy, I'm on your.
Boy, I'm on your ass. I'm on your ass. But man, you got anything else that was done with these kids? Or?
I don't know, man. I'm so sick of it. All that stuff that we used to do. It just was a good times, though.
It was good times.
It really was good times.
We had.
I did have
great childhood.
I have the Blockbuster video store on here.
Blockbuster.
We used to literally all take home the same tape. That's crazy to me.
And that's when you was able to rent video games and shit. That's the only reason why I went with my mama to Blockbuster or Hollywood Videos. That's the only reason why I went. So I can go.
Yeah, Madden come out. They got 1 copy.
Yep, that shit used to make me mad.
We got 4 copies of NHL 97. Nobody want this crap.
Oh man, kids these days do not know about renting games from video rental store.
I mean, because you did have GameFly.
GameFly came after all of that though. GameFly came around when Netflix started popping off.
For those who don't know what GameFly was, I can go on the website and say, "Ooh, I want to play this game," and then they would put the game in a UPS package. And it will be in my regular mail, next to taxes and gift cards and all that other stuff.
Next to taxes and gift cards.
It does not matter at all. It does
next
not at all.
Taxes and gift cards.
Yep. And then that you get your game disc and you pop it in your system, you play it, and then you gotta. The sending back process is always so much.
It's like old Netflix.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like old Netflix. That's how it was.
But creative destruction. Streaming took out Blockbuster. I think there's still one more left in Oregon.
Blockbuster?
Yeah, there's one more left. I think it's somewhere in Oregon.
I thought all video rental stores was gone, but I do remember seeing one by a close the family I'm very close to back in Oklahoma. There was a video rental. I was surprised that there was a video rental. I don't know who's renting videos.
Well, this one up the street on here in 1960.
Word?
Yeah, that time I'm on 45, I see that one that say XXX rentals.
And this has been episode 10 of season 2 of the Don't Cancel Me podcast. Before we go,
somebody doing it.
before
they got some kind of market. You mean telling people left and they left the sign on? Let people remember that we were selling XXX rentals. Is that you? Is that what you telling me you think is happening right now? People say screw the phone. People say I don't want the government tracking me. I'm gonna just go and do it the old-fashioned way and look at Booty Talk 1, 52, and 3.
So are they paying? So they gotta pay cash if they don't want the government.
Definitely paying cash. You can't swipe your card at the XXX rental store. Bad Dogs XXX rentals. They evolving though. I think they selling like clothes.
They getting Booty Talk 1
and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Booty Talk got a lot of chapters. They look like Dragon Ball Z.
They getting videos just called Ride.
Booty Talk got the same amount of episodes as The Simpsons. The Simpsons been on for 39 seasons.
Oh my gosh.
That's how many Booty Talks it is. You just all kind of, you just gonna get whichever one you want. Mad Dogs, XXX rentals right here on 45 and Richie. If you go at night, you won't miss a sign, I promise you. And if you go and they close, please leave that in the comments.
Please, because I don't think they close.
They selling. They selling. They selling something. They selling something out there.
They really are. All right, man. This has been episode 10 of season 2 of the Don't Cancel Me podcast.
I got the Deshaun Watson collection.
Shut the fuck up.
They probably got a whole Deshaun Watson wall. Our former quarterback.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna shut up.
Man, before we get out of here, I want to take the time to give a special shout out to my dog Demo. He has just made the Phase 1 top 20. For those that don't know, Phase is a gaming organization. Is probably the biggest gaming organization there is in the world. And they were doing basically a showcase, just basically giving content creators an opportunity to be able to make a name for themselves and even, change their lives. And if they're doing this Phase 1 competition, and if you win, you get $1 million in crypto, a $250,000 G Fuel contract, a Nissan GTR, and there's something else that they get. But he went from putting his submission in to getting top 100 to now he made it to the top 20, to where he's going to go to a warehouse with 19 others, and basically they are streaming for 15 days straight. And this is a real big deal for him since he's been a content creator. So I just want to take the time to shout out to my dog Demo. Y'all go ahead and check him out on YouTube. What do you eat? You get to eat. It's kind of like a Big Brother type of vibe. You'll get to eat. It's a Big Brother type of vibe, but it's got to be like, nonstop content creation or streaming or creativity or whatever for 15 days straight. They go live next week on FaZe Clan's channel on Twitch, and that channel will not stop being live until like 2 weeks later. So it's 2 weeks straight of live content. And they're going to pick the final one on the final day of the live stream. And, we pulling from FaZe Demo. The shout out to my boy Demo, man. Much love to you, bro. And, prayers up this way. Prayers up this way that you make it. And if you don't win, you won already, because this is definitely a testament to everything that you've gone through, and you the man, bro. So it's nothing but love this way, nothing but respect this way. But this has been Season 2, episode 10 of the Don't Cancel Me podcast. Vino Flight, Petrie Perfect. We will be back next week. We gonna have some big things coming up in the month of May. We're gonna have some big things coming up that we cooking up. And we appreciate everybody rocking with us. If you're new, please make sure that you go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you like the video and make sure that you hit the bell so you can be notified whenever we post a video or whenever we go live. And make sure that you share and tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend, to tell their auntie, to tell their cousin, to tell their mama, to tell their uncle, to tell whoever. So we appreciate the love. We appreciate everybody. And until next time, yo, we out.
We out, y'all.
Peace out.